Hi guys! It's the Pet Expo weekend and we were just at Pet Expo yesterday. At first I was thinking the crowd was gonna be real bad. People were talking about how crowded it was and also how you maybe needed to queue half an hour just to pay for your items at each of the different booths. And people are going multiple days just to complete their shopping. Like, how do you people find all that time? So I was pleasantly surprised to go on day 2 and find that it wasn't so crowded as people were saying. I mean, look at this. It's not crowded until you can't walk, right? So I guess most people were just really excited to go on day 1. I was also chatting with this lady, Sheena Chan, and she said in her comment reply to me that she was unable to get a complete set of fast yard items in the designs she wanted the previous years. So this year she was there on day 1 and she got it. You can check out her how video. I've stuck the link below in my caption and also top right hand corner in the cards. Let's go on to some of the highlights for me at the Pet Expo. Number 1 is definitely the speed dating corner. I mean, just look at this puppy. He's so comfortable like that in a crazy high distraction environment. A little background, okay, because my own dog used to be from a shelter, so she wasn't so comfortable with people and crowds until maybe a year after she was adopted and more socialized. So I really love those puppies and dogs who look so comfortable in their own skin and basically treat the place like it belongs to their akong. Yes, so here's some of the other dogs up for adoption. If you already have a dog, you can also support these animal welfare organizations by buying some merchandise or donating to them. Highlight number 2, dog spotting. Who doesn't like to see and pet all the dogs, right? There was a planned meet that day for chow chows and chihuahuas, so I saw a lot of them. I was also lucky to see 2 Klee Kai. And also some tiny dogs dressed as Tigger and Stitch. They were so cute. Now, although I am a fan of dog spotting, I also have to say that not every dog should be brought to the Pet Expo. It is a very busy, noisy and crowded environment. There are dogs, humans, children and strollers. And at the same time, the dog is on leash and has to follow while we shop and look at things. Obviously, our dogs would have other priorities like sniffing, checking out other dogs, or trying to escape from things that spook them. So for some dogs, these get overwhelming. It really does. And maybe they can cope for 15 minutes or half an hour, but we're really not helping them any by flooding them with all this sensory stimulation and stress. The consequence can be unseen, but in some cases, it can result in very visible consequences. I know a friend of a friend whose husky got bitten by a chow chow just yesterday at the Pet Expo. That's really not how anyone would want to end the day, right? No, we want to spend the day bleeding out our wallets and buying stuff that will make our dogs happy. And so that's exactly what I did. Donna stayed at home while I checked out the Pet Expo with friends, and that brings me to highlight number 3, my haul! Yay! If you read my blog post, I recommended making sure you follow and check out your favorite vendors in the run-up to the main event. I did, and basically pre-ordered more than $100 worth of Bakari treats, because you don't know if they will run out of stock, right? And one of the complaints that people have is the lack of ample stock in the various booths. I'm not pinpointing any booths here, okay, but it happened. So yay, I got my duck breast and beef tripe at 20% off because I racked out more than $100 in spend. Turmeric, duck breast and beef tripe are like the constant items that I get from them because they are made with turmeric. Researchers found that curcumin in turmeric can help to prevent fear memories from being formed in the brain after a traumatic experience. My girl has always been thunderphobic, so I always make sure I stock up on these turmeric-laced dehydrated treats for her to munch away during stormy days. I also got some regular cookies, beef and chicken ones, because I just find dry cookies very handy when I'm out for a walk and wanting to reward my dog for her good behavior. They are not sticky or oily and they don't really crumple and make a mess in my pocket. I also got here some liver strips and anchovies. The anchovies do crumble, so I keep them in a Ziploc bag in my pocket when we go out. From the holistic booth, I got lamb green tripe toppers, venison dental sticks, and also green mussel bites. I will be honest, these are the impulse buys resulting from going with friends. Because you know, Holistic had this buy two and get the third item at $1 deal, so we grouped our purchases to take advantage of that. I struggled between the green mussel and the blue mussel bites simply because I'm convinced mussels are mussels and they shouldn't be that different. In the end, I bought the blue mussel bites, which are supposed to be a natural source of glucosamine and chondroitin sulfate, which of course most of you will know is good for the joints. But you know what? Green mussels are known for the same properties as well. So as far as I can tell, I may be wrong, but the green mussels have more omega fatty acids than the blue mussels, which also means the green mussels have higher kilocaloric content than the blue mussels. So in terms of benefits, it appears to me green mussels will give younger, more energetic dogs both the benefits for joints and good heart health, while the blue mussels will help older pets stay leaner and help their joints. The deal extends to canned food as well, so I also stocked up on K9 Natural canned beef feast and chicken feast. You may notice I only bought the small cans. This is because the small cans are supposed to be BPA free. I've verified this with the manufacturer. I've also got these cans of 100% lamb green tripe. Green tripe is said to be beneficial for the dog's digestive and immune system, so if you're looking for just green tripe alone, this is the product to get. Last but not least, from the Holistic store, I got one of their new launch products, this reversible fast yard dog bandana. Besides the bright colors that will stand out on my black dog, the other reason I got this was because one of the ladies I was shopping with innocently pointed at the bandana and said,
"Does she think that looks like a middle finger?"
Just for that alone, I bought the bandana, so you know what Donna is saying when she wears that bandana out, yeah? Okay, we also did more, I also did more impulse shopping at the Stella and Chewy's booth. Because one of the ladies was getting something there and I decided to do a group purchase with her. There were also some smaller stalls where we had fun checking out, but I really wasn't there for toys or accessories, but window shopping was still fun. At the Paws for Life booth, I also shared the Wolf and Brew tea with Cookie's mom. We got the one for fresh breath. Lucky's mom also gave us some mackerel rings she bought from this stall, and Donna really likes this. And I may have to buy that again. So anyway, those are my 3 highlights. The puppies at the speed dating, dog spotting as we walked around doing our shopping, and of course, the shopping. There were also some oddball things I saw at the Pet Expo, like tofu cat litter, feng shui drinking fountains for dogs, and also the famous or infamous trio of Chow Chow masquerading as pandas. Finally, just a quick word about my pet peeves, and hopefully we'll all work together to make Singapore a better, more dog-friendly place. Pet peeve number 1 is the sudden stink of poo wafting by while we were shopping, and also dogs marking here and there. Please guys, go for a walk. Let your dogs do their business before coming indoors to the Pet Expo. And there are ways to manage marking dogs like these belly bands.
So got many sizes.
Yeah.
Then you insert the baby diaper in the middle, so the diaper will sit here. So you put it like this and wrap it around your dog.
Uh-huh.
And it's like this. So once they pee, maybe a few times you can take out and throw.
So baby diaper can already, don't
Yeah,
need
baby
like
diaper.
for pets or something?
No. This one because
Smaller, is it?
yeah, smaller.
Oh, okay.
Actually, panty liner, pad, those thin one. But for these sizes, you need baby diaper.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you take pee pad, maybe you cut out.
Mix.
6 kg, you can get M.
What is this M, is it?
It's extra small, small M.
So there's really no reason why your dog should be going around marking the displays and equipment and odd spots around the expo hall. Get it? Alright, pet peeve number 2. Wow. Pet peeve number 2 is the sad little goodie bag that usually comes with outdated pet magazines, unwanted coupons, and cheap treats. I guess it's just how things are in Singapore. The big vendors would rather give you the freebies at the stalls themselves so they can ensure they get new followers on their social media for the freebies that they're giving out. You'll find this is the case for B2K, Holistic, and Stella and Chewy's booths, which also means what ends up in the Pet Expo goodie bags are items that are of lower value. And guess where they ended up at? We're donating the stuff in a goodie bag because we don't usually feed some of these brands to our dogs or cats. Actually, we don't have cats. So that's it for this final video on Pet Expo 2017 on my vlog by We Live in a Flat. I hope you find it useful as a reference for future Pet Expos. And I'll really appreciate if you can go and give me a thumbs up or a comment on my YouTube page if you liked it. See ya!